Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Our Stock Trade. So in this video, we're going to go ahead and just talk about a simple technical breakage that we basically got. Now, normally I don't like to review these things because I'm a long-term investor, but it's important to go ahead and look at these and talk about them. And we're going to go specific on the technical graphs in terms of the 200-day and all these other things that are involved. But this is definitely going to be a great video because a lot of Clover folks are definitely excited. With the short-term type of kind of thinking that we're used to, it's always nice to have small wins. So I completely understand. I wanted to go ahead and give a quick shout out to our platform here. So we are now offering a 7-day free trial for our stock terminal. I'm very confident in what we have to offer. And individuals that are interested can sign up for a 7-day free trial, literally risk-free, and you'll be able to have access to all this information to see for yourself why this platform is good. And I hope that you go through every channel and actually take advantage to see how this can help you make money in terms of not just looking at Clover, looking at essentially all of our golden sweeps that we get that tracks big money options. That helps you essentially figure out when Apple goes up, when Apple goes down, looking at our bullseye, which is an AI predicted model, looking at our dark pool trades, using all the data. I know it's hard, but definitely using all the data to help make you essentially money. All right. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and I want to go ahead and pull up Clover's support and resistance levels for the recent literally trading day here that we had, since the market is closed right now. So when we go ahead and type this in on our stock terminal, we get this image here. Okay. And what we see here, guys, is we're at a level right now that we were at here and also at here and also at here. Okay. And a little bit there, but also failed here. So we got a failure here, a failure here, a failure here, and a failure here. And now we'll see what's going to happen here. Okay. So there's a lot of graphs in terms of insider selling has decreased. We'll talk about that on upcoming videos, but I just wanted to just, instead of like talking about 20 million things in one video, let's just kind of appreciate this for right now. Clover, if you go here, it just closed above $1. Close above $1 and the after hours is $1. Okay. The question is, how long is this going to last? Is this going to be sustainable? Is this just going to fall back down to 95 cents and then keep toying with us and playing? Or is this a possible future uptrend, right? Now, personally, if you are on our private stock group, we are honestly all hoping, we're kind of crazy. We're all hoping for it to go down so we can buy more shares, because, you might ask yourself, like, why are you hoping for a stock to go down? I mean, this is such a, come on, Al, you guys are crazy. I mean, what is your goal here, right? Well, we already know that this company is headed towards profitability. And we know that, and a lot of us in this group, we obviously have day trades that we do. We have short squeeze trades. We have long-term, and we have, and we'll soon have an index fund analysis to help folks with that as well. But overall, we already know in terms of Clover, 5 years from now, the company, not even 5 years, a year from now, is going to be looked at differently. And a lot of folks that got started in the stock market, sadly in 2020, they don't understand how the media cycles work, right? Just like how, let's go ahead and show you something interesting here. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's pull up. Let's see. Let's pull up a price target level here. So let's open up. Let's do our due diligence, and let's open up the price targets, and let's look up a company we're going to be looking at in the future. MELI. By looking at MELI, Mercado Libre, we can just go ahead and see what you basically see here. And this is like think of this as a Bloomberg terminal, but for retail investors, as we're democratizing it for all, because unfortunately a lot of this material costs a lot of money and most folks don't, like if you go to tip ranks, this thing costs 30, 40 to $50 a month, right? But we exact. So we always try to help here, okay? But as you can see here, what do you see? When the stock price goes up, right? Analyst goes ahead and rides the stock price momentum up and goes a little bit higher than what it is because they look at the momentum, because they study the technical indicators as well. Honestly, these analysts are more technical analysis analysts, more so than fundamentals, which is why fundamentals, people say, don't focus about the fundamentals in the short term. But overall, in the long term, 5-year horizon, they do work, right? So what you can see here, as soon as the stock price basically started to fall down, right? This analyst right here said, no, we're about to go up. But then all of a sudden the stock price starts dropping more. Technical indicators started to suggest that we're heading towards the top. Our equity hedging index and smart money, dumb money started to recalibrate, right? So if you could put all this data together that we offer, you're in the top 1%, right? And all of a sudden, analysts basically started dropping the price target, right? They started dropping the prices. And then you started seeing a bunch of analysts following suit and following trends. More so prepping for the rise, right? So what you're going to see here is once we go ahead and we start breaking technical indicators and technical markers, we're going to basically start to see, and I'm trying to pull out a graph here that I always show you guys that I've been preaching about this. Once we go ahead and break out of this funk and we go ahead and go above the 30-week MA, which is in today's terms, this book is written in the 90s, which is, in today's language, we call this the 200-day moving average. Same concept. Once the price goes above the line, and then once it supports, has one level of support, then it has a second level of support. And some analysts might just do one level of support, but I honestly like two, right? If you talk to any like seasoned professional day trader, two is where it's at. Okay. Then you can go ahead and go closer, look at the exponential moving average, and then modify your simple moving average to the 1 minute time frame, to 2 minute time frame, to watch it like a hawk. If you're really if you're trading those stocks that are, you get in, you get out really quickly in terms of short squeeze and high volume and whatnot. But basically, what you're going to see here is analysts, once this goes up to the technical indicator, you're going to start to see, as you can see from here, you're going to start to basically see that the analyst price targets, which is in red. So the stock price is this here that I'm highlighting kind of with my mouse, and the kind of a orange with the dots on it are the analyst price targets. So once we go ahead and break over that 200-day moving average, and once we have two levels of support, then you're going to start to basically see that the analysts are going to start increasing their price targets, right? And the cool part about this is normally to get access to price targets and price target consensus of top analysts, it costs money. It costs just for that, it costs like $30 to $50 a month. So if you go ahead and open up the help menu here, and you go to price targets and you click that button, you can look at the price target consensus, like for example, from like Mercado Libre, let's say, right? You can look up all of these things here, and it'll show you, if there's an analyst name, who is it, and analyst company. Oh, JP Morgan Chase, Credit Suisse, and you can see the price targets. But if you want to look at the price target consensus, you can go back up to that menu section and look up the consensus. The cool part about it is it's going to show you the average here, okay? They believe the high is 2,200, low is 1,000, and the consensus is 1,500. We'll talk about this, but I'm just giving you an example about what's going to happen with this company. Once we basically start breaking technical indicators to the 200-day, we're going to start seeing this in reverse. We're going to start seeing it more like this. Analyst price targets, when the price is low, analyst price target will go a little higher, and it just goes higher and higher and higher. The difference is you don't want to get swapped out, because sometimes analysts, what they try to do is they try to make the stock price higher, right? And they know sometimes the technical indicators are shit. Excuse my language, right? The technical indicators are bad. And what they try to do is they try to increase the price target when in reality, they know that it's time to sell. and then they sell on you, and then retail investors, because if you can just show this, just follow me here really quickly. If you track this line down, many retail investors are like, oh my God, this analyst came up with a price target, and just track this down. Track this down. The price was here. In fact, what am I doing? Let me show it to you better. Track this price down. You follow it down. The price was here. The analyst made this crazy price target up here. The stock rallied. The stock rallied. Then these analysts, which are governed by institutions, most likely probably dumped and shorted, right? And then all of a sudden the stock price dropped, and then retail investors got caught holding the bag, right? So, in terms of this, Cartier, right? Definitely, subtle, nice and subtle. So overall, that's essentially what is I speculate is going to happen. But we focused a little bit more on the technicals and analysts. The goal here, what Clover needs to do, this is the ultimate mission, is that they need to become profitable, and they are working towards that. They just made a new median upload and some chatter from the admin. We're going to go ahead and dissect that and distribute it to the Clover members to help. But overall, don't get it twisted. The goal here is profitability. I don't care what technical indicators you look at. If you don't have good fundamentals, what's the point of being on the New York Stock Exchange? You need a business in order to become successful. Okay, so that is all. That's the goal. Okay, so that's what we're headed for. So in this regards, we're going to continue following the fundamentals, and I believe you can look at the earnings date. I honestly display. So here's the thing. If you go ahead here and open up here, you can look at the earnings, and we can speculate when the earnings are going to be for Clover. I'm going to have to show which command later, but I checked it a while back, and I think it was like somewhere in February, if I stand corrected. Whoa, hello there. Let's go ahead and block this guy here. And so that's kind of overall what's going on. We had like some stuff here. So I appreciate that. That's nice and subtle. I really like it. Nice and flat. Any insiders bought? So yeah, we'll go ahead and look up any insiders and do that type of analysis. Good. So the 17th. Good. So yeah, Pete, you're part of our stock terminal here. Just as a quick shout out to people, we are offering a 7-day free trial for our stock terminal. It's literally risk-free. You can find it at alstocktrades.com. 7-day free trial. That we're very confident in our ability to show you exactly why people that come in here are very excited and they stay. There's a lot of data here, and I hope that you take advantage of it and not just like, just click around. I hope you look at every channel and spend 30 minutes on each channel. I know that's a lot of time, but like there's a lot of things in here that will make you money. Okay, so it's very clear. Right. And exactly. Here's one of our members, definitely worth the money. It's, this thing is going to make you money. We are democratizing financial information. We're pretty much taking what billionaires use and be able to bring it to retail investors at literally not even a fraction, at an atom of a cost. Okay. And that's the beautiful part about technology. It's obviously deflationary, and we're able to do this and be able to help. So good. So that's good. We'll take a look at that date in a couple of days. So we'll definitely do that. But overall, that's all I have for you folks. I hope that you appreciate this video. Please give it a thumbs up, as it does help with the YouTube algorithm. And I do want this company to obviously thrive. And I want these videos to show up in the future. So for other retail investors, they're like, wow, look at that stock that was beaten down. A lesson is going to be learned, just like how a lesson was learned back in 2000 when the dot-com bubble crash happened. Okay. So overall, I will see you on the next one. Thank you so much, William. Been on the terminal for over a year. Great stuff. I appreciate it. And, we work countless of hours. We're open 24/7. We literally supply data to not only the United States, Canada, Central America, Europe, Russia, Don't ask me how. They're strong. They found a way to parcelate through those VPNs. And China, right? And just my stance, just really quickly on Ukraine and Russia. They're brothers. It's like brother fighting brother. The Russians don't want this, and Ukrainians don't want this. It's led by you know who, right? But so I love everybody. So, so I'm not going to restrict access to you know what I mean. We all have people from Japan, China, Middle East. We even have, I don't want to say this, but we even have some really successful folks in Saudi Arabia that have looked at our platform and our members as well. So I'm very excited for that. My apologies. Hopefully you're not mad, but it's definitely good. All right, guys. We'll see you on the next one.